What's up, YouTube? If you are not already one of my subscribers, welcome to the Jethro Outdoors YouTube channel. Today, I'm in my parents' garage. Me and my dad went halves and bought an auction of 8 pallets of Home Depot customer returns. So far, looking around, I'm standing in the middle of some stuff. Total 8 pallets, there's a lot of stuff. Total value, if everything was working, it was all retail value of everything, was $18,549. We paid $2,009 and some change for all 8 pallets, and then transported it back to Ohio from North Carolina in our truck because we drive semi for a living. So just so happened to be able to do that kind of thing. It was actually kind of conveniently timed. So I'll give you a little preview, kind of looking around some stuff, and then I'm going to start doing some unboxing to see how much money I really think we're going to make out of all of this. We're going to get some cool stuff that we're definitely not going to want to sell. Some tools, you know, like just right over here behind me. Give me a pretty nice jump box. There's another one right there. This box right here is full of all kinds of tools. There's a whole lot of doorknob assemblies. I think that's what the most is in this box. And you know, there's some wrenches, there's some tool sets, a couple of battery chargers, got a workbench. There's a lot. So I guess we're gonna begin with doing some unboxing of some stuff and see what we can really sell and what we might keep. I do like tools. Try not to use them so much because that means I'm working, but we'll see. So far we're gonna start off with this box here behind me. Ryobi 4-cycle string trimmer. The box looks like it was taped back shut. So let's see what this looks like. Well, the head of it isn't completely assembled, but there is no dirt or anything on this anywhere. This was definitely not ever used to do any trimming, so I don't know why the head's not on that, but oh, looks like that head's farther down in that box. Yeah. Looks like it's got a dirt mark on it. I don't know what that's all about. Seems to be fine. So, as you can see, that looks like it is brand new. Looks like there's a couple of scuff marks on it. The box is a bit smashed up. I'm wondering if maybe it was bumped into by like a forklift or somebody moving it or dropped off a shelf, and they probably just tossed it in this box and sold it off in the auction where I got it. So that way somebody didn't end up getting some junk. This thing is clearly brand new. The box just looked like it's had a really bad day. See if I can manage to use my phone light, squeeze that thing right back down where it come from, and I can shut this box back up. That's probably a pretty easy item for me to sell at like a local flea market, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, that kind of thing. I'm gonna set this off to the side and let's pull out the next one. Gas blower. Clearly taped back shut. I don't know, I mean, stuff's all pretty clean. think it's a blower and sucker unit. Smells like it had gas in it at one point, but okay, so that's a little messed up. That thing's supposed to be attached to that. I think maybe somebody filled it up, realized that that was broken, and probably returned it. Nothing else on this thing looks like it's busted up. Awesome. I'll have to look when I'm done unboxing some stuff, see what this kind of thing sells for, and then at the end of the video, I will go through and let you guys know if I sell everything for my asking price, what I should expect to make. Just from kind of walking around looking at some stuff, and according to the value of it over $18,000, I only paid $2,000. I'm really hoping I can at least make it to about $4,000 of total sales, so a couple $1,000 profit. Hoping I can get somewhere close to there, but we'll see. I'm not even gonna open this up. I can tell a good portion of it's still factory sealed. Toro 2-cycle straight trimmer. Should be pretty easy to sell, probably 50 bucks, but we'll have to look it up later and see what it goes for. Another 4-cycle. Looks like the box is smashed up. There's still factory tape in a couple of spots, but I don't know why. Doesn't look like it was ever used, but it looks like there's some pieces missing, so I don't know. Honestly, as long as that power head on the thing is still good, I'll probably still be able to sell it for 20 bucks very easy. Another home light blower, only this one missing the air box assembly on the carburetor. Let's see if the fuel thing, yep, fuel cap is busted on this one too. The little tether, the little plastic tether down into the tank. Huh. Clearly I had some fuel in it. Ryobi power head, 4-cycle. Just the head. Wonder if maybe the other half is still in the box. I don't know about that, but Ryobi chainsaw. Yeah, that's a little bound up. That chain doesn't want to move on there. That was probably somebody's problem with this thing. It just doesn't want to move. Got compression. Got that big pallet out of the way. Now it's time to start unboxing some other stuff. Now, so far it looks like I'm probably gonna have at least 20 or 30 string trimmers, because I still got another box over there, or yeah, over there, that I could see a whole bunch of other string trimmers in the video, or in the, you know, in the garage earlier. So I'll probably skip over those ones because I have way too many. As you can see, that's a whole lot of string trimmers. So we're gonna get to the interesting stuff, like rigid vacuum cleaner. My dad's got one that we keep up at our cabin. Works pretty good. That thing looks brand new. Cord doesn't even look dirty. It doesn't look like, you know, it was ever used. You can look down the tubes. It all looks clean. I got a feeling this was either dropped off a shelf, or maybe it was overstocked. They come out with a new model or something. Had way too much to just throw it off the side as a clearance item. I don't know. But there's a lot here. Now, I need to stack all this stuff back in that corner. Next thing we're doing, just because it so happens to be here, Anvil 2-gallon pancake air compressor and accessory kit. I'm not even gonna open it. I can tell by looking at it, it's a factory sealed box. Looks like it's got a little dent in that box right there. I bet what's in this box is either overstock or it fell off a shelf and it's gonna be perfectly fine. Another vacuum cleaner, a Stinger Wet Dry Vac, 2.5 gallon. Looks like it's got a little dirt on it. Somebody, oh yeah, definitely got some dirt on it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to set that one off to the side, and I'm gonna have to test that later to check and see if it works, because I don't want to be selling junk products that frankly are just flat out broken. Next thing, we got a Husky 8-in-1 portable jump start with hand generator. Wow, hand chargeable internal battery. So this thing's got a pull cord, somewhat like a string trimmer might start it, only it charges the battery. Yellow tag on it, like I said earlier, I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I got a feeling it's like a minor defect in the product. Still got the styrofoam on it and everything. It's got the cord with it. Doesn't have any battery life to it, I don't think. Nope. The battery is dead. But you know, nothing on here looks broken. That's kind of cool. Next item. A Home Depot brand bucket head wet dry vacuum. Huh, that's pretty cool. You just stick it right on top of a 5-gallon bucket, clip it in place, and you got yourself a decent vacuum. And that definitely looks like that box was backed into by a forklift while it was on a pallet in a warehouse. However, it's also got this green sticker on here. It's a factory sealed box. I bet it's fine, but I'm gonna check on it later. Next item that I'm gonna spill the beans on. I needed to use this the other day, so I took it out of the box already. A giant jump box by Schumacher. Yeah, Schumacher, which is a great brand. They make good battery chargers, they make jump boxes. This one's got a bunch of USBs on it and a light on it. Very bright. Pretty cool. A little outlet or a 12-volt charging port. I got a feeling I'm gonna end up keeping this. Jump boxes are really nice to have around. I'm gonna get one of these big boxes out of my way. That looks like a toolbox if I've ever seen one. And it is. Got a Husky 4-cabinet base cabinet, and I can tell right there that box has been hit by something that stabbed into it. No, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to open up the box and see if maybe it is damaged. I'll let you know at the end of the video. Had to pause the video for a second to take a phone call. I'm gonna open up this box with this Husky toolbox in it because I want to see if it's damaged or not. So I'm gonna angle this here camera down. Hopefully that doesn't look god awfully terrible because I am my own cameraman. So, completely sealed up box. It's brand new, but I got a feeling this thing's got a dent in it. Wow, huh. I think they got a really nice wood top. Toss that off to the side. Oh yeah. This thing's definitely got some damage to it. I don't know if you guys can see that because there's not really great light over here, but here, let me turn on my phone light so that way it's visible. That thing has got some damage. Don't know if the drawers are even gonna open and close on this thing. Let's see. Huh, wow. You know what? That drawer opens and closes perfectly fine. So does that one. I bet there's somebody out there that would pay 50 bucks for that. So long as I maybe try to straighten those drawers out, because if I had to guess, that little toolbox is probably a couple $100 new, and it's dented, but it's also perfectly clean. Somebody will buy it. I'm gonna toss that off to the side, and I might actually use this thing to store some of the tools as I'm pulling it out of these boxes, because there's this box behind me that does have a whole lot of little stuff in it. So this thing might actually be really nice to have open at the moment. I'm gonna pause the video a little bit and move this thing, and I'll be right back. All right, got that toolbox moved. On to some of the next stuff. Another rigid vacuum. This is a rigid 4.5 gallon portable wet dry vac Pro Pack. So, got a red sticker on it. I got a feeling that's bad. Everything looks fine about this thing. It's can't get the side things open. It's supposed to store the tools in it. Oh, there's one. It's got the cord. It's got the hose. I'm gonna have to open this thing up later and plug it in. Little rocker switch works fine. Check to see if this thing is broken or not. If it's not, I bet I could get at least 30 or 40 bucks for it. Pretty nice wet dry vac for somebody who's going around on a lot of job sites, stacking stuff in their pickup truck. It'll sit nice next to the toolbox real well because it's square, easy to strap in. Box 4 is pretty shredded, so I'm just gonna toss that out to the side and burn it. Next thing is something my dad noticed was on this pallet, and he was pretty excited to see if this thing was any good or not, because we kind of need a new battery charger. And this is a pretty nice one, if it works. Looks like it was factory sealed. Everything appears to be like new. Wow, everything about this thing looks pretty nice. Little battery extender powered by Schumacher, 200 amp engine starter. Huh. That thing looks like it was brand new. I don't know if it's a return or overstock or what the case was, but it looks pretty nice. I'm gonna set that off to the side because I'm pretty sure my father wanted that, and we're gonna have to see if what he decides on that. To try it out, make sure it charges up a battery real good, and give her a go around. Next box. This is a large plastic utility cabinet. That's what that thing is supposed to be. The box is very smashed and it's very taped together. And I have another one of these things that was really busted up that's sitting on the other side of the garage. I got a feeling this thing is destroyed. I'm not even gonna open it right now because there's a whole lot of panels in here and I don't want them to be everywhere and get in my way. So I'm gonna move this thing off to the side so I can get to what's under it and behind it, and I'll let you know how that works out later. Next thing, right there, big rigid vacuum cleaner. That thing is stainless steel, 16-gallon. Don't mind the car. It's my father's first car, 1965 Pontiac Bonneville. I cannot wait for the day that that thing is done because I am so stoked to drive it. That vacuum looks brand new. The tops of the boxes were, this box was just folded over like it wasn't, you know, busted up or nothing, and it's got this fancy handle with like a carrying bag for all the fittings. It's got the hose down on the bottom there and a bunch of the attachments. I'm definitely gonna have to test this thing out later, make sure it works. Wonder if this thing's got one of them red, green, or yellow stickers on it. Doesn't appear. Oh, it's got a yellow sticker. Wonder if it's got something minorly broken. Like I said, I don't know, but I think that's what that's supposed to mean. I feel like it's color coded like a traffic light, but I could totally be off on that. It just makes sense to me. Move this box and get on to the next stuff. Got the mailboxes, another air compressor, a couple more Stinger vacuums, Ryobi caulk gun. There's all kinds of stuff in here. On to the next item. We've got another air compressor. Same thing as the other one. Looks like it's definitely still factory sealed and it's got a green sticker on it. I hope that's a good thing. I'm gonna set this off to the side. I bet this is brand new and it's gonna work fine. Alright. We got a stainless steel, galvanized steel aged copper look Gibraltar security slot mailbox. That's a really nice looking mailbox. I don't need it. I live in my camper. My parents don't need it because their mailbox is up by the road. And this is like the one that would attach to the front of the house right next to your front door. It says NF on it. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. It looks perfectly fine. I don't honestly have a clue what a mailbox is worth. Maybe 5 or 10 bucks. It's real nice. And so is the one under it. It looks identical. It also says NF on it. I wonder if these were just some overstock. Oh, that one's got a dented box, so the product is probably smashed. Maybe this one was with it and they were afraid both of them were ruined. I'll check them out later, but we'll see. Next thing. Ryobi one. Somebody definitely taped these back together and just got a red sticker on it. So Ryobi one power caulk and adhesive gun. I don't know that it comes with a battery. Yeah, battery sold separately. Oh wow. That was heavily used. Somebody definitely used and abused that thing with something that probably wasn't meant to be in it. That whole thing right there has got a curve to it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I got a feeling this thing is as good as junk. I might check it out if I can get my hands on a Ryobi battery to see if maybe I can straighten it or what. I might be able to sell it for parts at a flea market for like 10 or 20 bucks. Somebody might take a chance on it and see if they can fix it. It probably won't go in the trash, believe it or not, but that's definitely broken. Next thing is a mailbox. I think it's upside down. The Craftsman mailbox and post kit. Looks like somebody taped the box back shut. I have no idea. And honestly, it might not have been. Oh no. The staples were still holding on. That's a factory sealed box. It's plastic. The box looks like it was very smashed, but if it's plastic, it might not have broken. If it was metal, it definitely would have bent. Okay, so maybe they opened it from the other side. Got part of the little plastic hinge mechanism over here missing. It's a little dented right there. I don't know. Might be able to sell it at a flea market for maybe 5 or 10 bucks. Somebody can fix it and make it work for them. Still not a bad mailbox. I suppose if you're okay with a plastic one, it'd be fine. These appear to go to probably one of these rigid vacuums, just a couple of hoses for it, or extension lines. I don't know which one they go to, but eventually I hope I figure it out. Another Ryobi chainsaw, only this one comes in like a plastic carrying case. It looks new, but the fuel cap is off. And the chain is popped off. Oh, that's not good. I don't know if you can see this on camera. I'll try to get it close enough. But that's pretty marred up. Looks like the chain slipped off and did some damage to the bar. If it runs, I mean, just to replace a bar, I bet this thing still be worth 50 bucks. Next item is Ryobi wet tile saw. I know nothing about tile saws. I'm gonna move the camera because I'm getting down to the ground now with this stuff. Looks like somebody used it. Doesn't look like it was used a lot. I mean, somebody must have at least kept the box. That piece looks fine. I mean, I don't know why that cord is shoved down in there like that. I'm gonna have to have a buddy of mine that knows a thing or two about some tile saws look over this and see if it works. I mean, I could probably plug it in and turn it on, but I don't know how to use one. So I'm gonna have somebody else check this out so that way I know it's actually good or not. It could just be a hunk of scrap metal sitting here. And I don't know, we'll see. It's got a red sticker. Don't know if that means anything or not. Move this box off to the side and check out the next stuff. Next thing is rigid vacuum. 9-gallon wet dry vac. Looks like it's factory sealed. Tape looks fine, box looks good. Doesn't look like it's smashed anywhere. A little dirty on one side. And it's got a green sticker on it. That looks good enough. I don't even think I'm gonna open up that box, but I bet I'll be able to get 40 bucks for that thing. So every time I open a box, it seems like I'm pushing myself closer and closer to that, you know, $4,000 to $5,000 goal I kind of had in mind. We'll see. Got us a Stinger vacuum. There are a lot of vacuums. I don't know why there's so many vacuums. I thought I had a whole lot of those string trimmers, but I also got a lot of vacuums. This one, honestly, not so sure about it. Oh, that one's got a bag on it like it was shipped. and it's still factory sealed. Looks like the box was dropped, the corner's kind of busted on it. I think it might be fine and it was maybe just dropped, but it does have a red sticker on it, and I think that's kind of a bad thing. So I'm gonna toss this off to the side and I'll open it up and test it later. Next thing, another Stinger vacuum. Wow, I wonder how many of these things there are. This one has got a red sticker on it. It has definitely been taped back up by somebody else. The vacuum looks perfectly fine. Looks like it had a little bit of dirt in the hose. It's got a little bit of dirt on the rest of it, but I don't see anything that looks broken. I'm gonna have to get this out of the box and test it out. Another actually two Anvil pancake air compressors. Green sticker, that thing is factory sealed. This is the stuff I love to see, because this overstock stuff should sell really easy. These little air compressors are super nice to have, especially for somebody who maybe does some construction and does finish work where they don't want a big air compressor. They want a little one just to shoot tiny nails into some trim work, or maybe somebody who does some hobbyist kind of stuff who also doesn't use large air tools. It's probably really quiet because it's so small. Might not keep up with a big air tool, but you know, it can pump up a bike tire, that kind of thing. Next thing is a bucket head wet dry vac power head. I had another one of those, just attaches to a 5-gallon bucket. That one's factory sealed. Doesn't look like the box is damaged anywhere or anything. I don't know. Probably another overstock item. Got a red sticker on it though. I don't know. Probably another overstock item that just needed to be gotten rid of, because they probably had way too much of it just to clearance it. Although I do have another bucket head that box was damaged. Maybe this one was right next to it on the same pallet and they were afraid it got hit too, even though the box isn't damaged. I don't know, we'll figure it out later. But a little bucket head vacuum is probably a really easy 20 bucks. Even if I'm not a retail store, should be easy to sell. Next thing is a large capacity post-mounted mailbox. Gibraltar. Heavy duty galvanized steel, textured black. The box looks a little damaged, but other than that, it's still factory sealed with glue on that side. Okay, there's tape on this side. So that probably has some damage to it, or maybe somebody just changed their mind. Got a green sticker on it. I'm gonna just I'll open that up later. Maybe when I go to sell it, I'll let somebody else open that thing up and figure it out for themselves what's wrong with it. I'll just tell them, you buy it as is. I don't know if there's anything wrong with it, because I really don't. And it's probably an item you'd only sell for 5 or 10 bucks, so to me it really doesn't matter. Next thing is very exciting. This has got to be kind of expensive because it's made by DeWalt. They're pretty proud of their products. They've got a good reason to. It looks like it might still be factory sealed. DeWalt jump starter. Jump box. Looks like it's brand new. The box maybe looks like it's a little pushed in, but it's still got like the factory sealed tape on the one side of it. It looks perfectly fine. I'm gonna open this thing up and check it out, because it looks like a nice piece. Looks like it'd be something either cool to keep or probably make some pretty good money on it, because if it's made by DeWalt, even something as simple as a battery charger, I got a feeling probably isn't cheap. Probably a couple $100 item, which means I could probably sell it for an easy $100, but I'd have to look into that. Packaging still looks all sealed up with the charger. little air tool for a basketball, you know, a football, or, you know, just a ball air filler. That looks brand new. I don't know. There's a tuft of dog hair stuck to it. It's got some lights on it and some LEDs. Airs up your tires. It's kind of got some chintzy clamps on it, so I'm not really in love with that. So I probably won't keep it, but that's pretty nice overall. Let's see if it turns on. And it turns on. I'm gonna push this air button. Okay, so that's not doing anything. Wow, it does an alternator test. So you can put these clamps on the terminals, test an alternator. It's got a super bright light on it. Turn that back off. I'll put this bag back on it. I'm gonna put that thing back in the box. I think I'm gonna sell that. That's a great item to get me my money back, and then maybe I can keep some of the other smaller stuff that's a little on the cheaper side, because the goal is to make money here. If I get some cool stuff along the way, that's fun too, but that is not really the goal. Back in the box, put it all in there, and I got a buddy that might actually want this thing, that has just about every DeWalt tool known to man. Let's see what he has to say about this thing. It says it's 1400 peak amp jump starter, and it will start up a V8 engine. Some of these little jump packs they make nowadays are only good for like a 4 or 6 cylinder car. They're only like a 400 amp, and they're a little weak, but this thing is cool. So I'm gonna set this off to the side over here, and I'll show this to my buddy later. So far I've got a stack of 2, well, I guess technically 3. I've got 3 so far. Jump packs. That seems to be a popular item, somewhat like the rigid vacuums, because I've got another one of those. This one looks like it is not, absolutely not factory sealed. Box has been taped back shut. Appears by a 3-year-old. Wow, the whole box is destroyed. It's pretty rough shape. Let's open this thing up and see what we got in here. I've seen some videos of people doing some customer returns. Some of the stuff that they opened up, the box didn't even have the right item in it. This has definitely got a vacuum in it. Looks like it was used. Looks like it's missing some stuff on the top. The top of this thing looks real naked. There's no handle or nothing, and usually there's like a little rack on them to hold some of the fittings, maybe the hose and such. Wonder if maybe that's down in the bottom, because this is sitting up higher. The box wouldn't shut all the way. As dirty as this thing looks, I'm gonna have to test that out later to check and see if it works, because if it does work, that's probably a $50 or $60 item, maybe even 40, I don't know. Just depends on the condition and such, and depends on who comes along to buy it. Next thing is really big, and the box is a little smashed, but it is factory sealed. It's got these hard plastic things on there. I know nobody took those off. But the box is really smashed on a corner, so I got a feeling what's inside is probably damaged. But we're gonna give it a go around and see what it looks like. Interrupted by a phone call. Back to the unboxing of the workbench. And I think the corner of the box that was smashed for this workbench is right down here by my feet. and the bag of tools and hardware for this thing is right on that corner. So I think this is gonna be perfectly fine. As you can see, the wood top right here is, you know, nothing wrong with that, and it's actually looks pretty nice. That's a pretty hefty piece of wood there, and it is solid. Let's see what we come up with. Ha-ha! I'm gonna throw this back together because everything in this box is perfectly fine. Ow. There is no damage to any of this stuff. I'm definitely gonna be able to make probably $100 or $150 on this. That's exciting. So I think this is going to be the end of actually the part 2 video, because if you're one of my subscribers, you'll be able to see that I did a preview video. I walked around through this garage and just took a sneak peek into each one of these boxes. Workbench is great. I got a bunch of vacuums. I got a battery charger. I think I'm easily going to be able to make $4,000 or $5,000 off of this, which is awesome. But I think this is going to wrap up this part 2 video. And it is Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all of y'all. And I gotta go hang out with some family, with my wife and my kid and a whole bunch of her family, and go eat some awesome food. So please share, like, subscribe, all of the above if you enjoyed my video. There will definitely be a part 3, but there might actually be a part 4 too. We'll see how long it takes me to get through this pallet over here, which has got loads of tools, the mailbox in there, the battery charger, there's a tool bag. This is just all the stuff I can see on top. There's a whole bunch of these brand new doorknobs and stuff that are a few $100s a piece. I got a lot to go through. So there's going to be at least a part 3, maybe a part 4. Like, share, subscribe, comment. If you do or don't like it, whatever. I might even comment back. Enjoy your day. Have a Merry Christmas. And thanks for watching.